The PSX 3000 is used to exchange power steering fluid from a vehicle's power steering fluid reservoir. We're going to start with a quick overview of the PSX 3000 machine. To begin with, we have a valve on the front of the machine. The valve in the out position is used to service the vehicle and add and remove the power steering fluid. In the in position, the valve is used to drain the used fluid tank from the machine. We have the red and black service hoses, which are used to add and remove fluid from the vehicle's power steering fluid reservoir. We have the red and black battery cables, which are used to hook to the battery of the vehicle and power the machine. We have the pendant, which is used to fill and drain the power steering fluid using the two service hoses. If you look at the back of the machine, we have the new fluid tank located on the back with a plastic lid. We'll begin by connecting the PSX 3000's battery cables to the vehicle's battery. The red battery cable goes on the red battery terminal, the black battery cable on the black battery terminal. We'll begin the PSX service by locating the vehicle's power steering fluid reservoir in the engine compartment. We'll remove the cap to the power steering fluid reservoir and set the cap aside so that it doesn't get lost. At this point, we'll take our red and black service hoses and we'll insert the service hoses into the power steering fluid reservoir. During the service, you'll want to make sure that the reservoir isn't drained completely, which would allow air to get into the system. You can do this by inserting the hoses only about 3/4 of the way into the reservoir, or keeping an eye inside the reservoir as you drain and fill to make sure that you never completely empty the reservoir. Make sure both of the valves on the service hoses are in the open position. To access reservoirs with small openings, the included Y adapter can be used. Also included is an extension for the Y adapter that can be used to access the power steering fluid reservoirs on Dodge Caravans. Next, we'll use the pendant from the machine. On the pendant, you have a drain function and a fill function. Drain function will remove fluid from the vehicle. Fill will put new fluid back into the vehicle. You'll toggle between draining used fluid and adding new fluid. When the fluid in the reservoir looks to be running clear, the vehicle can be started and the wheel turned from lock to lock to circulate any other used fluid. The PSX 3000 machine is supplied with enough cord on the pendant that a single user can reach back inside the car, start the car, and turn the wheel from lock to lock back to center and repeat the drain fill process. Repeat the lock to lock turn and the drain fill process until the fluid in the reservoir runs clear. To complete the power steering fluid exchange, we need to check the level inside the reservoir. To do so, we'll first want to remove the service hoses from the reservoir. Then, using the vehicle's cap, check the fluid level inside the reservoir. Fluid can be added to or removed from the reservoir using the service hoses to return the fluid to its proper level. After the exchange is complete, the cap can be replaced on the power steering fluid reservoir, and the service is complete. After finishing the exchange, make sure you remove the service hoses, battery cables, pendant, and all other miscellaneous tools from the engine compartment.